Any health-related information on the following show provides general information only. Content presented on any show by any host or guest should not be substituted for a doctor's advice. Always consult your physician before beginning any new diet, exercise, or treatment program.
Welcome to Accelerated Health with SaraBanta. I'm a busy wife, mom of 3, and an NANP certified supplement professional, but that's not all. I'm also the founder of the multi-award-winning Accelerated Health Products, voted 4 years in a row as the most innovative supplement company. We are a brand offering innovative, natural, scalar-enhanced supplements to optimize your health, and this podcast is not just a source of information. We're a community. We're all here to learn and grow on our health journeys, including me, regardless of where you are today. And the podcast is the springboard to learning, and our free group coaching on Telegram is where we continue learning together. You can ask your questions. I post tips and tools every day to deepen your health and keep you moving forward. And so here's what you can expect. New episodes every Monday and Wednesday with in-depth health discussions and expert guests, hot topics that are in the news like this one every Friday to keep things fun, and then of course followed up with the free group coaching. So make sure you join. The details are on my website at SaraBantaHealth.com. Have you thought about detoxing, but you're a little worried if it's too much? You don't want to be hangry, you don't want to be on a liquid diet, or have those detox flu symptoms? Well, I've created over 10 unique, easy detox cleanses that you feel great. No detox symptoms, and you're eating real food. You're not hungry. You actually might be eating more food than you are right now. You can take the detox quiz on the website, SaraBantaHealth.com, to find out which one's right for you. And maybe you're not ready for a detox. Maybe you just want to start with 1, 2, 3 supplements, but you don't know where to start. Complete my health goals form for your free supplement protocol. I will personally put together a protocol just for you. And I promise, just by taking a few steps forward, not 1,000 steps, just a few every day, you will change your life. And the difference is I'm here to help you every step of the way. Today, we are talking about fatty liver disease. And yeah, processed foods causes fatty liver disease. Alcohol causes fatty liver disease. But did you know that the traffic-related air pollution that has no calories is dampening your liver health? And it's causing your lungs to have issues, but it's causing fatty liver disease. A recent study published in the Journal of Environmental Sciences found that long-term exposure to traffic-related air pollution can disrupt liver function, trigger inflammation, and lead to fatty liver disease. This condition is also known as hepatic steatosis. You're never going to remember that. Just call it fatty liver. It's now the most common liver disease worldwide, can progress to liver scarring, which is cirrhosis, liver failure, and even cancer. No joke, guys. This is serious. So the study examined how prolonged exposure to the particles from traffic pollution affected the liver health in mice. And they call it the PM 2.5, and that refers to the fine particle matter, the microscopic air pollution particles that are small enough to be inhaled into the lungs and absorbed into the bloodstream. So you're not crazy when you're exposed to smog and you get a headache or you feel like you can't breathe. It's a real thing. This is part of your diet. It's away from the food, but our diet is in our water, our air, and our food. All of those things is part of your diet. This is our environmental diet. So they simulated a real world human exposure levels. Then they analyzed the effects at 4, 8, and 12 weeks. And what did they find? At 4 weeks, the liver showed minimal changes. By 8 weeks, the metabolic function was disrupted. By 12 weeks, the mice exhibited significant liver damage, including inflammation, fibrosis, and altered fat metabolism. So yes, that air pollution can make you fat. Hands down. It can cause inflammation. Inflammation is the cause of all disease. Inflammation is what is causing your chronic condition, your joint pain, your brain fog, your hair falling out, your thyroid issues, all of those things. It's causing, when it entered the bloodstream, the liver is acting as that filter to remove the toxins, including heavy metals, like arsenic, lead, nickel, zinc. And over time, these toxins accumulate and your liver's like, I can't do anymore. You're throwing that processed food at me, the heavy metals, the air pollution, the fluoride from the water, all of these things, and my liver is not meant to deal with this. I've talked about the fact that my liver enzymes were through the roof at over 700 when they're supposed to be under 20. Guys, that's not good. And I do all the right things, but I was exposed to certain things that really triggered my liver to have an issue. And it was inflamed, and then that throws off everything, your thyroid health, your metabolism, your ability to break down and use proteins, everything. Your liver is the cornerstone of your health. They saw increased immune activity and inflammation. So there was more of an immune response in the liver, attracting more inflammatory cells, leading to chronic inflammation, which is a key driver of liver disease. Disrupted fat metabolism. The liver's fat processing pathways became overactive, increasing the production of triglycerides and all of the bad things that are linked to fatty liver disease and metabolic dysfunction. And then the liver stores sugar, right? That's where it stores that glycogen. And it caused the liver to store less sugar for energy, disrupting blood sugar regulation, contributing to metabolic issues like insulin resistance and diabetes. Insulin resistance at the ovaries, PCOS. Insulin resistance at the heart disease. Insulin resistance in the liver, you've got you've got fatty liver disease, and that's going to lead to diabetes. There was a change in 64 liver proteins. So they identified 64 altered liver proteins, many which are linked to fatty liver disease, immune dysfunction, and cancer risk. So we're breathing air that is causing us to get fat, causing inflammation, causing disease. This is away from the workouts that you're doing and the calories you're counting to try to get rid of those 5 to 10 pounds. This is not good for our bodies. Our bodies are telling us, nope, I'm not used to this. I can't deal with this. You've got to help me. And unfortunately, fatty liver disease has skyrocketed. 45% of adults, and it's probably higher than that, and 25% of children now have fatty liver disease. That's probably you. Our children are not supposed to have fatty liver disease. Fatty liver disease was only for alcoholics 20 years ago, right? And children were not drinking alcohol. So why is it so widespread? It's because of the processed foods. Our food system has been hijacked, but it's from these pollutants, the chemicals, the air pollution, our dirty water, all of that. It's more common in individuals who are overweight or have diabetes, of course, because those people are also eating the wrong foods that are compounding the issue with the liver. However, chemicals can contribute to obesity. So what came first, the chicken or the egg? They're making each one worse. The toxins are making you fat, and being fat or obese is actually causing the toxins to accumulate more because you have fatty liver disease and your liver cannot process them as well. Lifestyle factors, the poor diet, lack of exercise, alcohol consumption, of course, make it worse as well. So what do? The liver is the main detox organ, and that exposure to pollution, processed foods, all of this overwhelms the liver. So like I keep saying, it is no longer an option to detox. Detox is no longer a fad. It's actually mandatory. And what can you do about it? Well, when my liver enzymes were over 700, I reduced the fat in my diet temporarily. I ate more easily absorbed and digested proteins, got rid of all processed foods, made sure it was organic, all of that to make things easy on my liver. But then I incorporated the accelerated liver care, and within 2.5 weeks, my enzymes were down. It actually shocked me. I knew it was an amazing supplement. I did not know it was that amazing. So what does accelerated liver care do? It enhances that bile production, which breaks down fats and eliminates heavy metals. It reduces liver inflammation, protects against oxidative stress caused by the air pollution, caused by all the toxins, everything. It helps with hormonal balance. It clears out those excess estrogens, the bad ones, the endocrine disruptors. It flushes out the environmental toxins. It helps the liver process all of these pollutants and chemicals from the food, the air, and the water. And what we've done with accelerated liver care, unlike any other liver supplement out there, is we've combined 13 very specific herbs. Some you've heard of, like tudka, milk thistle. Some you have not heard of, like skullcap, or the pau pereira, that has been known and has studies behind it to reverse cirrhosis and even liver cancer. So you can look that up as well. But these herbs, not only are they amazing rare herbs, but we get them from around the globe, the best quality with the highest life force. We put them in a ratio so that the synergistic nature of these 13 together is as high as possible. And then, of course, we enhance it with scalar frequencies to open up the liver and gallbladder pathways, or the meridians, so the herbs are going straight to where it's meant to be and to do all the work and be super effective. So this is number one, accelerated liver care. It should be in everyone's pill cabinet, young and old, super easy to take. And that's what's so great too, is because it's so concentrated. Our concentrations are 10 to 1 in some of the herbs. Most herbal supplements have 1 to 1, 2 to 1, 3 to 1, or they're just sprinkling in a little bit of the herbs so they can put it on the label. That's not what we're doing. We're talking about very concentrated herbs. So for maintenance, you just do 3 caps at night a day. Super easy. Therapeutic dose, you can do 3 to 5 caps 2 to 3 times a day, and the benefits are very quick. So super exciting. But with that, you want to add in the accelerated cellular detox powder, because that binds and removes the toxins that the liver care is kicking out. It also soaks up excess dietary fat and cholesterol. I don't know if you've seen your cholesterol numbers go up, even if you haven't changed anything in your diet and you're doing all the right things. That is what we're seeing due to the spike protein, the excess pollution and chemicals that we're being exposed to. But anyways, it binds all of that up and takes it out of the body very gently and carefully, and it takes the burden off the liver and the kidneys. So even with a healthy liver, those toxins are going to get reabsorbed in the bloodstream if you don't carry them out, and that's going to cause fatigue and bloating and inflammation. And the accelerated cellular detox powder is like that sponge, soaking it up and carrying it out of the body, and your body's like, thank God, this has made my job a lot easier. So it binds to heavy metals, lead, arsenic, mercury, toxins from the air pollution, and prevents them from being reabsorbed. And it helps reduce gut inflammation. It's really good for Crohn's disease and IBS. It eliminates toxins, endotoxins, harmful bacteria that stress the liver, supports digestion and detoxification. Your liver is a huge part of your digestion. People always want to just throw enzymes at it or probiotics, and those things are great, but you've got to address your liver for your digestion. You can actually put your fingers under your rib cage and press on your liver, and if you can't go in and like bend in underneath your rib cage, your liver's backed up. And there's days when I've had like tons of animal protein the night before, like way too much, with a lot of fat, and my liver feels like rock solid. And then there are days like after my liver flush, I'll be able to put my whole hand underneath my rib cage to feel my liver because it's so open and clean and free. So you can actually test your liver and see how it's feeling. But it's really important for that digestion as well. And it's a part of that bloating, fatigue, sluggish metabolism. Remember, your T4 converts into T3, your thyroid hormone, and that T3 is your metabolism. That happens mostly in the liver. So if your liver's backed up, your thyroid's going to suffer. If your liver's backed up, you're going to become estrogen dominant. You're not going to have the testosterone that you want. You're not going to have the energy at the gym you want. You're not going to be able to do life like you want. You're also going to be more angry and frustrated because those anger hormones or feelings actually get stored in the liver. People report that after a liver cleanse, they will feel this calming and frustration is gone out of their body. So really important, that accelerated liver care and the accelerated cellular detox powder are your two best friends when it comes to liver health. Now, the third best friend is the accelerated iodine. It increases the energy. It supports that thyroid health, that T3, T2, T4 need the 2, 3, and 4 molecules of iodine to support those thyroid hormones. And you need thyroid health to be optimized for energy to detox the body, not just energy to go to the gym or to do work or to get rid of that body fat, but actually to do the work of the liver. And you also need iodine for that cell membrane health. It has an iodolipid value on the cell membrane. Cell membrane allows the toxins from the air pollution and everything else out of the cells and the nutrients into the cells. And if those cell membranes are rigid, guess what? Those toxins are not coming out, and then just more are going to come in. And your body uses fat cells to store these toxins. So then you're just going to get bigger fat cells and more fat cells. And then it's just, you don't know what to do. And you're cutting your calories, you're working out more, and you're not losing weight because your body doesn't feel safe to lose the weight, because those fat cells are a survival mechanism to hold and store the toxins. So you need that accelerated iodine for that cell membrane to let the body release that those toxins. You need that iodine to increase ATP within each cell, within the mitochondria, and we are only as healthy as our mitochondria. The number one cause of mitochondrial failure is iodine deficiency. The number one cause of depression, iodine deficiency. So just think, we're also detoxing the brain as well. If you have so many toxins in the brain, you're going to have headaches, mood disorders, depression, anxiety, all the things. So it is really important. The iodine also cleans the blood so the liver can do its job. And it's really good for helping with blood sugar regulation, which is, when that's out of control, that contributes to fatty liver disease. So they're all related. It flushes out the heavy metals, the fluoride, the bromine, the chlorine. So if you don't have enough iodine in your body, fluoride, bromine, or bromide and chlorine look like iodine, and they will fill those receptor sites, and that's what causes cancer and disease. So when you have enough iodine in your body, and that's why the dosage has increased over the years, then there's no place for those other molecules to fit into those cells, and then they'll just flush out of your body a lot easier. Iodine is extremely helpful in with oxidative stress. It is the number one antioxidant, right? It also decreases the excess estrogens in the body. It helps balance out the progesterone and estrogen. You can even use it topically with accelerated scalar castor oil for menstrual pain or inflammation, or over your liver for that liver flush or liver inflammation, fatty liver disease. Many people do castor oil packs. We'll add in the accelerated iodine to your castor oil, and it will be so much more effective. It's really, really amazing. So bonus 2 supplements. We went over accelerated liver care, accelerated cellular detox powder, accelerated iodine. Those are the 3 most important supplements for detoxing your liver. The 4th bonus one, accelerated aminos. We need amino acids for regeneration and our tissue. Yes, we need them for our muscles. We need them for our hair, for our skin, for all of that great stuff. And what we're seeing is amazing with people putting on lean muscle without fat and actually losing fat at the same time. But the liver requires amino acids to regenerate tissue, process the toxins, and maintain that metabolic health. So stress, pollution, poor diet, all can deplete the amino acid levels. Most of you are not getting in enough amino acids, and they're not being absorbed because the liver cannot break down the proteins because it's backed up and you've got fatty liver disease. Amino acids, and especially in the accelerated aminos, is broken down and assimilated in the body within 15 minutes, faster than any other amino acid supplement. And we've put in other ingredients to prevent catabolism, which is the breakdown of muscles or tissues in your body, and it helps with the brain. It increases ATP. The other ingredients also help increase VO2 max, also healing the gut. So guess what? When your gut is healed, it can actually absorb the nutrients and work better with your liver. All good things. So that is an amazing supplement. It works really well with the accelerated liver care. You can take the two of them together and you'll actually see both supplements work better when they are taken together. That is something that I've noticed. So the last one is Megaspore probiotic. It's a spore-based biotic. It helps restore the gut and the liver, and a healthy gut is key to liver health. They go back and forth, right? The gut needs the liver to be healthy. The liver needs the gut to be healthy. And they're directly connected through the portal vein where nutrients and toxins travel between the two organs. So an imbalanced gut microbiome puts stress on the liver, leading to leaky gut, inflammation, and metabolic dysfunction. Megaspore is a spore biotic, different than any probiotic. Probiotics can be populating your gut with way too much of a bad thing or a good thing. The spore biotic gives your gut what it needs specifically, which is different than what my gut needs. So it will do exactly what your body is asking for. So those are the supplements that can help you overcome the toxins that we are breathing, that we're eating, that we're drinking, all of these things, and you need to be more proactive. Now, with that being said, what do you do for your diet? You want to avoid oxalates as much as possible. Those do put stress on your liver. They're naturally occurring plant compounds. They increase liver inflammation. They overburden the detox pathways. They can lead to kidney stones, UTIs, all of those things. Spinach, almonds, almond-based products, almond milk, almond butter, all of those are the highest, but even sweet potatoes, beets, chia seeds, those all have them as well to a lesser extent. You want to focus on foods that have low oxalates like romaine lettuce, zucchini, cucumber, bell pepper. I have all of this in my accelerated food guide, so you can just go look at the food guide and see all of the foods that are good and not so good. Then you've got the sulfur-rich foods. Sulfur-containing foods like garlic, onions, the cruciferous vegetables were once beneficial, but due to glyphosate hijacking our detox pathways, heavy metals, and many people are struggling to metabolize sulfur, and it might be an issue for you. For me, I was retaining 3 pounds of water. When I cut the sulfurs out, it was gone in 24 hours. It was amazing. Definitely affected me. It disrupts the bile flow, worsens the bloating, digestive issues. So you've got the garlic and onions, the cruciferous vegetables, egg yolks, legumes. You want to focus on the vegetables we mentioned already: zucchini, carrots, cucumbers, squash, wild caught fish, wild meats like bison, elk, venison, lamb. Those are your base of your food source because they're full of the nutrients that you thought you were getting from the vegetables that are no longer there because our soils are depleted. But those wild animal proteins are giving you those healthy amino acids, but packaged with the nutrients you need as well. Get rid of the processed foods. Our bodies can't handle it. It can't handle it on top of the air pollution, on top of everything else, the fluoride in the water, all of these other toxins. So that is really the fastest way to get fatty liver, is to be eating processed foods. It causes insulin resistance, leads to chronic inflammation, and it actually steals energy from you. You don't even feel good after eating it. The refined sugars, the vegetable and seed oils, the processed meats that literally have sugar in them as well. Just look at the back of the package, right? focus on the whole unprocessed foods. And like I said, you can refer to the Accelerated Food Guide. It's on my website for a complete list of the optimal foods to focus on. Our modern world is hidden and filled with all of these hidden toxins. Air we breathe, the food we eat, the water, the drinks that we're drinking out of plastic, the microplastics we're getting. It's causing lung disease, but it's also causing fatty liver disease. And you can't just sit back anymore. You can use these supplements, the Accelerated Liver Care, Accelerated Cellular Detox Powder, Acceleradine Iodine, to flush the toxins, reduce the inflammation, support your metabolic function, prioritize that gut health, using Megaspore, using the foods, the whole foods that help with your gut health. Increase that cellular energy and repair with the accelerated aminos. And you can even throw in the accelerated methylene blue if you want to. Eliminate the toxic foods and you will feel like a new person. Thanks for listening. Our discussion does not have to stop here. If you're feeling lost in the supplement world, no worries. I'm here to help. I know it can be confusing. You can start by getting your free supplement protocol. Head to SaraBantaHealth.com, complete the form, and I will personally put together a protocol for you. Follow me on social media at Accelerated Health Products and join the free group coaching. There's no downside. You will be a part of an amazing supportive group. Ask your questions. Keep learning day after day. And you can find this podcast at Accelerated Health with SaraBanta on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, E360, iHeartRadio, Amazon, Roku, and over 100 different platforms. Share this podcast with your friends. Anyone who's having some chronic inflammation, unexplained weight gain, whatever it is, they need to hear all of the things that are possibly causing their health issues. You can use coupon podcast10 to get 10% off site-wide. Remember, I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so join me next time for more ways to unlock your health potential.